I'm going to be reacting to Coin Talk's PumpFun Axiom Volume Strategy that made me over 2,500 SOL, 92% win rate.
If you're still blindly chasing memes without a real edge, you're going to keep missing 10x trades.
100%.
You will lose everything. Right now, I'm breaking down the exact high volume strategy I've used to catch multiple 3x to 10x plays in the same setup.
I'm intrigued to see what he does.
Spot meme coins before they explode. You'll see how I filter out 99% of the trash, what levels matter, and how you can time entries for maximum upside. Stick around to the end and I will show you how I did the latest 3x, which I did just a few minutes ago. That will be my live example for all of you guys. I did that 3x in seconds. Do me a favor, press that like button, get on to
Looking forward to it.
Till the end, you will have so much alpha you won't even believe it. Let's get on to it.
Intro.
Alright friends, here we are on Pulse. This is the most important page on
Axiom here.
Become a profitable trader. I'm going to show you the exact filters that the pros use.
Yeah. Come on, let's get to it.
3x's and 5x's, and I will show you at least 3 to 4 examples. One of them I did just now, specifically for this video. So here's what matters. You're on Pulse, and you have here new pairs.
Now this could be on Photon, could be on BullX, could even be on Nova's new one.
You actually don't need to do anything in terms of filters on new pairs. The secret sauce is on
Correct.
Stretch. These are the pairs that are about to migrate to PumpSwap or to letsbunk.fun or LaunchLab or any of the other platforms that are going to put on either Radium or PumpSwap. So Final Stretch is where you need all the filters, the most important filters. And then you also need some
easy. Good stuff.
To you, and then I'll show you the example. Come to Final Stretch, which is right down the middle. If you want to start trading on Axiom, there's a link down below, and this is the only way you will be able to jump.
Plug in the referrals, my man.
On protocols, you need to select Pump, LaunchLab, and Bonk. These are the 3 main protocols for launching AI, ICM, Memecoin projects. Then on audit, you want to touch on 2 things, okay? You want the dev holding percentage to be 25%, maximum, maximum 25%. And then on holders,
I'd go more like 10 or 15, but yeah.
Holders. And these are the setups I'm going to
Good.
Last year, I used different setups because there was a little bit more volume. So these are all specifically made so you can make money in 2025. And then on metrics, you want to touch on 2 things. You want the minimum volume to be $45,000 and the market cap to be minimum $45,000 as well. Okay, just leave these 2 things filled. And then on socials, you only
that should stop the just wicks and kind of pumps and dumps.
Website, Telegram. You just want at least 1 social. And then you go and apply all. And what you'll see will happen is on Final Stretch, which are these coins that are about to migrate, you will probably get empty. Now, once in a while, you will have 2 to 3 coins here. And while they are on their final stretch before they get migrated, it will be easier for you because you're cutting out 90.
He's almost, looks like he's almost sniping that about to migration the pump through.
Whatever, you know, see if there's a bundle, how big the bundle is, etc. And now here's the example I did just now, so you guys understand that this is real.
Keen to look at it.
Make money trading this. DXA just a few minutes ago was here on Final Stretch. It's on Final Stretch, you don't touch it. You wait to migrate. I checked the website. The website looked very good. This is the DXA website.
Like it?
Chart. Now let's analyze the chart.
Ooh, nice buys.
3.2 SOL. Okay, I had less than 1 SOL and I more than 3x my bag just now. Just
very nice.
A clear example that this works. I will show you a lot more examples. So here's what you do on the volume strategy. The volume strategy actually is here on the final stretch on the metrics. You're sorting by volume because you want a high minimum amount of volume. So that's what's called the volume strategy. So that high minimum amount of volume tells you there's real interest and real buyers before it gets migrated. So the first thing you have to do is on PumpSwap these days, the migrations are 69K. They used to be 100K, but they're now 69K because there's less volume. And so right here
fluctuates on the price of Solana. It's actually based on Solana, not a price.
Strategy. The entire strategy is very simple. The coin almost touched the migration point, went down. I was eyeing it. I was seeing the website. I was seeing the bundle. And then finally it migrated here and it touched 72K. Immediately dumped. You do nothing. And then it pumped to 110K. You do nothing. And then where you start paying close attention is after the initial pump. So you have migration, you have an initial pump.
And he's on the 15-second chart as well. So it's actually like decent time for entry. You're looking at minutes.
Attention to the coin. If the coin after this, after the initial pump to 100K and a pullback can actually come above the migration point, that's when you buy. That's what I did. I bought twice here at 70K, 71K. And then it went down below, but I don't care. I have my strategy.
Oh, that's it.
I saw it come below the migration price and I saw it go above the migration price. So that's what the strategy is. Yeah, I could have bought a little bit more here, but I didn't because there's a ton of volatility with this and you have to be able to accept that volatility. Usually when it goes below again, I usually grab another buy.
Average down.
Show you guys that even if you are FOMOing and you buy twice above the migration price, you can still make money. And so then the price price came, it went above again, which just gave me even more confirmation that this thing was going to pump. It went below again, so you got basically another chance at scooping DXA.
Already springboard up, then great sell. Look at that.
Usually 120 is a good place to sell these. You see my sells here and you see my buys here. And so I basically doubled my money, almost doubled my money. I exited and then I waited for the thing to move. It came back down again. When I saw it come up, I did a tiny scalp. Bought here and sold here. Bought here and sold here. Then I waited for it to come back down again. Once I saw the green candle, I bought here again and then sold here at a 100k again. And I 3x my money. Now, I know this is
easy.
Go higher, make new all-time highs, because usually after...
Lock in that profit, my dude. Lock in that profit.
Back below the line of migration, which is 69k. Usually it goes and then it makes a new all-time high, but I wanted to at least bank my 3x just to show you that it's possible. You can do it too, and this is just one example. I can make 20 examples out of this, but I'm now into different...
I'd like to see 20 examples.
Put a little bit more size and make more money. But this is an example. The first thing you do is you always put that migration line. Let me show you another example of another trade. This one is
good.
So it's the same thing as the previous one. This is the migration price, 69k. Okay, I put a 69k line. First thing I do, it migrated and it went straight up. You never buy. You always wait for a pullback and confirmation, and then it come and touch the line. What do? Well, this kind of went too fast and it's still not my type of strategy. I like to see it come below and then regain the level. That's when I like to buy. So do nothing. Don't FOMO buy. It went to 200k. You should have done nothing. And then we saw the pullback. This is where the dev sells and it went below. Now I'm starting to pay attention here. What do? I see this green candle. I start buying here close to 69k. Then it went below. I bought some more.
I'm actually gonna fast forward this section.
Then minute, place that migration. Now let's look at another good example. We have the 15-second chart. The first thing you do is
looking at what he's doing here. I can see he's kind of going over trades, but I would have liked to have seen the buys and sells to then put into the claim of the 92% win rate. I'm not saying he hasn't done it. I'm just saying it just from a piece of video content, from watching and learning, and from you kind of watching, learning, anyone watching and learning, being able to see someone actually
second candle,
their actual buys, sells, even their wallet, so you can analyze the stuff on chain, does help out. So I'm not saying he needs to do it. He might do it later on, but it's like almost seeing a breakdown with a 92% win rate. You want to see what 10, 15, 20 trades looks like to then see how they actually get to that 92%.
50%. So let's say you're trading with one sol, 0.5 sol here at 69 and then 0.5 sol here at 61. So you get a good average at around 64k, 65k. Then you have the green candle. You have this displacement down. This green candle here, it did not quite. So pros entering heavy and then bam, have the confirmation. So if you get that second touch below, makes a new all-time high. This time I did sell the new all-time high. When it comes to DXA, it's probably going to do something similar. It's probably going to put in a new all-time high. But I already did 3 trades here, so got myself a 3x as a good example. And then you sell your bag here at all-time highs, even though the coin still went higher to 200k, which is also very normal. Usually when you get to a new all-time high at 120k, it's very likely that the coin will touch the 200k because it's, you know, the next psychological level. It goes in 5s and in 1s and 0s. So 100k, usually it goes to 120k. I don't know why 120k, but I think it's because it's a double from 60k level, and then usually the top
2x
100k. If the 200k line gets broken, then it's probably going to top at 500k. If it doesn't top at 500k, it tops at 1 million. So it's usually 5 and 1s. But anyways, this is the strategy. It's quite simple. And then look, the coin still gave you, I actually didn't take this trade, but it gave you another second chance. After you offload your bag here, you wait. Oh, it went below. This is when you pay attention. Confirmation candle here. This green confirmation candle. You can re-enter the trade. 120k again, you can sell. Even though if this happens, it's probably going to put in a new...
Overall, look, I like the strategy. I like the thesis behind it, and I like all the different points, take profits that he kind of goes at. I think just from, this is blindly reacting to the video, I would have liked to have seen his buys, sells, what the P&Ls look like, just so it can kind of add weight and validity to the strategy, the claims, and all of that kind of stuff.
An example of what not to do. Here's a great example.
This is good.
Not to trade. This one from today as well, from a few minutes ago, which I was looking for a trade, but it didn't give me my setup, so I didn't enter. This one called Flark. It upgraded here, and it went straight up. So you don't buy. You never buy FOMO green.
Oh, and it didn't go below his...
to come back down. And it did. This is when the dev sold. This is when the others dumped. This is when I started paying attention. It came close, but it never quite migration level. And so I never took the trade. And so this is a good example of what not to trade. Never FOMO buy. Now,
so ultimately he wants to see a breakout a retrace under the migration level, then a break through the migration level again, and that's the strategy, which is like not a bad strategy. Like it.
The difference between catching a 5x runner, a 3x runner, and getting rugged often comes down to discipline and
yes.
I gave you. You now have the exact high volume checklist, so start using it. Do not chase random coins, don't buy blindly, don't skip the migration steps. The edge is in knowing when to strike, and that edge compounds fast if you apply this consistently. Now, if you want to find these plays before they hit the charts and get real-time updates, you need tools built for this meta, and the tool is Axiom, so you can
shilling that referral link. Do it, my man.
Combined
love it
with Axiom's full stack, the sniper filters IGs,
good stuff,
instant migration alerts. With these, I can act fast, I can set precise limit orders, I can front run the market with confidence, and that's how I catch these runners. I'm also
good stuff.
Launching a private trading group soon, only for traders who sign up for Axiom.
I love it. This is hectic.
Inside,
I love it. The reason I love it is it's like, this is just typical crypto. I do it as well. I'm a guilty. It's not anything on him, but it's just like shilling the group, shilling everything. I love it. So yeah, look, that is Coin Talk's PumpFun Axiom volume strategy that made him over 2,500 sold, 92% win rate. Overall, I think the thesis strategy, take profits, all of that, very good, on point. I would have liked to have seen more of the buys and sells, maybe even a live trade himself, but that does take time sitting there waiting and recording. But if you do that, you can then get a better feel and a better vibe and see what the emotional run of a coin is like. And yeah, overall, if you enjoyed the video, go down there, drop some love. I'd very much appreciate it. I had a pleasure making this video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.